I collapse onto the couch, every muscle screaming after another 12-hour shift. Work drained the life out of me, and all I want is silence, some mindless scrolling. But then my phone vibrates. Uncle David. That's unexpected. He's old school. Calls for birthdays and Christmas, sure. But texting? Out of character. I unlock it. One sentence. You deserve to know the truth. I'm sorry, Olivia. My gut twists instantly. Sorry. For what? My heart races. I shouldn't open it. But I can't help myself. My hands tremble as I tap the file. There she is. Amanda, 25, effortlessly smug, draped across a lawn chair like she owns the place. My parents' backyard. I'd know that crooked oak and rust-stained patio set anywhere. She's sipping something cold, smirking like she just closed a billion-dollar deal. Please, she scoffs, her tone pure performance, sharp as glass. Liv's too soft, she'd never throw me out. Free rent, no questions asked, like the perfect fool. Laughter erupts. Jake's donkey laugh, Chloe's shriek, even Dad's deep, reluctant chuckle. My throat burns. I hit replay, hoping I heard wrong. She's rolling her eyes like she's auditioning for bad reality TV. She buys the act, thinks I'm broke, adorable, right? I make double what she does. Easy. Why burn my cash when she's so eager to play landlord/doormat? More laughter, louder this time. My gut twists into a tight, angry coil. I clutch my phone like it might break, or I might. 3 whole years she's been freeloading under my roof. Said she had nowhere else to go. A messy breakup. A landlord who screwed her over. She cried through the phone, sobbing like a child. Child. Just a few weeks, Liv. I'll get back on my feet. She promised. I'll be out before you know it. And I believed every word. I opened my home to her. No rent, no deadlines, just space, safety, and trust. And now she's mocking me, on video. Like I'm nothing but a joke. I hit replay for the 3rd time. The words dig deeper, like splinters under skin. Too soft. Total pushover. My world shifts sideways. The exhaustion vanishes. I am wide, painfully awake. I haven't moved, but everything feels heavier, like the air itself turned to concrete. The phone burns in my grip. Her voice loops in my head, sharper each time. Too weak to ever say no. I can't unsee her smirk. I can't unhear her voice, so sure she's winning. I replay it again. I've lost count. Her glass tilts, ice rattling as she lounges back. I earn more than she could dream of, she says, shaking her head like I'm pathetic. Why pay rent when she's dumb enough to let me live for free? Laughter. Meaner this time. Jake practically howls. Dad's quiet laugh cuts deeper than any word. My roof, my groceries, my patience, and she's treated it like a game for 3 years. Go back. She showed up October 2022, dumped her bags in my guest room, mascara streaked from fake tears. Just give me time, she'd whispered, all trembling lips and shaking hands. I pulled her into a hug, said, stay as long as you need. And I meant it. I believed I was doing the right thing. Thought that's what sisters do. Believed in family, in loyalty, in love. But now I see it clear as day. She didn't need support. She wanted comfort without cost. No rent, no bills, my groceries disappearing, my fridge raided. She even changed my Netflix profile name to Sofa Queen. And every time, I said nothing. My gut's in a tight knot. There's a hollow in my chest where trust used to be. I should be screaming, breaking something, anything, but I don't move. I don't blink. The air is heavy, but my mind is sharper than ever. A strange calm settles in, the kind that shows up right before everything breaks. My phone vibrates again. Uncle David texts. Didn't know if I should send this, but I couldn't keep it from you. I just stare, thumb hovering over the screen. The old me almost replies to Amanda, "What is this?" Let her explain, make excuses, cry a little. Maybe she didn't mean it. Maybe it was a joke. The old me cleaned up every mess, believed every lie. But the version of me holding this phone, watching that smirk? She's done, I text back. Thanks, don't mention it to her, I've got it. Hit send without a second thought. The screen fades to black. I sink into the cushions. The couch groans like it knows what's coming. Thoughts spin like a hurricane. She lied straight to my face. For years, pretending to be broken while draining me dry, laughing behind my back the whole time. I make way more than she knows. That line haunts me. She's not broke, she's loaded. And I never asked, just kept giving. I don't close my eyes once that night. I stare at the ceiling as shadows crawl across the walls. Every small noise tricks me into thinking it's her, but she never comes. Probably out sipping cocktails with my name on the tab. I should be sobbing, screaming, losing it. But I'm not. Just this low, cold certainty sinking deep into my chest. I'm not the fool she's been playing. Not today. She has no clue what I'm about to do. The thought makes me want to grin. Morning comes, gentle light cutting through the blinds. I'm in the kitchen, the coffee pot humming softly. Same routine, different woman. Amanda wanders in, oblivious, arms up like she's on a stage. Mornin'. She yawns, not even looking at me. Damn, I slept like a baby last night. That guest bed's too comfortable. I smile sweetly. She's completely unaware. She still thinks I'm in the dark. She hums, pours herself coffee, helps herself to my oat milk like it's hers. It's been like this for 3 years. Her taking, me silently giving. I sip, slow and steady, eyes on her every move. So, what's next for you? I ask, voice light, tone friendly. She frowns. Huh? What do you mean? Well, I shrug. You've been here for a bit, just thought you might be house hunting, next chapter, that sort of thing. She groans, full soap opera. Ugh, Liv, I've got so much going on already. I can't even think about moving right now. And seriously, have you seen rent prices lately? Expensive? I nearly choke on my coffee. She's loaded. I see it all clearly now, but my expression stays calm. I get it, I say smoothly, but I've been thinking. It might be time to adjust a few things. She doesn't even glance up. Like what? I let the silence linger, just long enough to make her shift. Then I add, still casual. So, starting next month, rent, nothing major, just fair. She pauses, then lets out a dry laugh. You're not serious. I tilt my head. You've been living here 3 years, rent-free. It just makes sense now. She snorts. Seriously? Liv, we're family. Since when do sisters charge rent? I lift my mug slowly, eyes steady on her. What does that have to do with rent? The word slices through the kitchen air. She leans back, blinking, somewhere between mockery and shock. Okay, wow. Didn't think you'd ever pull this kind of stunt. This kind of betrayal, she means. I opened my door out of love, and she called me a fool behind my back. Now she's acting like I'm the bad guy. I let out a soft, empty laugh. It's not a big ask, Amanda. Just standard rent. Nothing outrageous. I figured $1,200 a month was more than generous. She still thinks this is a conversation. It's not. Amanda gapes, her mug frozen mid-sip. $1,200? She screeches, like I asked her to donate an organ. I arch a brow, calm as stone, leaning against the counter. It's actually cheap for this neighborhood. You're lucky I'm not charging you more. She slams her mug down, coffee splashing across the counter. You're really doing this? After everything I've been through? She hisses. I rinse my cup, not even looking her way. You mean the part where I housed you for 3 years? Rent-free? Utilities included? She crosses her arms and rolls her eyes. Where blood live, you're gonna treat me like a stranger now? I finally turn, drying my hands on a towel, eyes steady. Yes. The word hangs there, sharp and final. She slumps back, face contorted into disbelief and fake hurt. Wow, I didn't think you'd actually go there. Something like this. Like I'm suddenly the villain. I offered her shelter, warmth, and years of grace, and she called me an idiot for it. She mocked me. And now I'm the traitor? I let out a soft laugh, my voice level, steady. It's not unreasonable, Amanda. Just basic rent, $1,200. That's more than fair. She shakes her head sharply, coffee cup landing hard on the counter. Fair? Seriously? You're pulling this now? Her voice pitches, but I don't blink. I saw the footage, heard the arrogance. I know she's got money. This isn't an ambush, I reply, calmly folding the dish towel. I'm just asking you to contribute. You work, you live here. It's time. She stares, lips parted, waiting for the punchline that's never coming. I stay quiet. I don't waver. You've changed, she murmurs, more stunned than angry. I meet her eyes, unblinking. Maybe, or maybe I just stopped playing doormat. That hits her like a slap she didn't see coming. Her nose flares, eyes narrowing. I can see her scrambling for control. She's desperate to twist this around, make me the villain again. But I'm not the soft target she remembers. Look, I say evenly, this is a courtesy notice. You've got time to budget before rent's due. She blinks, stunned, waiting for me to backpedal like usual. But I won't. Not this time. I walk right past her. The kitchen's silent except for the slow drip of her mess. She has no idea. This is the start of a shift she can't undo. Days pass, and Amanda's suddenly allergic to my presence. Usually she's the queen of the couch. Netflix blaring, dishes stacking, no shame. Now she ghosts around the apartment, silent, quick, avoiding eye contact. Her resentment boils low. Tight-lipped greetings and doors slammed like punctuation. She's never had to face my no before, and it shows. I've been pliable for too long. The slightest resistance has her unraveling. Good. Let the discomfort teach her. Friday night. I'm curled on the couch, reading, when she bursts in like a storm cloud. No knock, no words, just rage. So, she says, arms folded tight. You're actually going through with this rent stuff? I glance up, calm as ever, and place my book gently on the table. Yeah, why wouldn't I be? She scoffs, stalking the room like she's trapped. I don't get it, 3 years, and now you're acting like this? What changed? I lean into the couch, locking eyes with her. It makes complete sense. You work, you earn well, there's no reason not to contribute. Her lips twist, frustration rising like heat. Where blood live, family doesn't charge rent. How can you treat me like some stranger? I don't blink. You use this space like a tenant. It's fair you start acting like one. Her nostrils flare, again, and I see the shift in her eyes, like flipping a switch. She changes gears. She exhales, long and theatrical, voice suddenly soft. I know I can be a pain. I don't always say it, but I'm grateful, Liv. It's been a rough time, that's all. Typical Amanda. Pulling the sympathy card, I tilt my head, pretending to consider it. A lot of what, exactly? She nods slowly, fingers pressed to her forehead like it's all too much. Yeah, just life stuff. Work's been hectic. Things are a mess. Didn't want to dump all that on you, you know? I let the silence hang for a beat, then ask, so it's not money that's the issue, right? She blinks fast, caught by surprise. What? You said it's stress, not money, so rent shouldn't be a problem. So there's really no reason not to pay. Her jaw twitches before she schools her face into neutral. I mean, yeah, I could pay, I guess. She shrugs. But what's the point? You're not broke, Liv. There it is. Entitlement wrapped in guiltless logic. I smile, slow and razor sharp. It's not about what I need, it's about what's right. She scoffs, lets out a bitter laugh. Seriously? Fairness? Now you care about that? I nod once, cool as stone. Absolutely. She knows she's lost this round. The first hit's quiet, but Amanda makes noise. She storms into the kitchen like it's any other day, pours herself coffee, grabs my last protein bar, drops onto the couch with her phone. She lounges like she's won, convinced the rent thing was all bark and no bite. She couldn't be more wrong. At 9 a.m. sharp, her phone lights up. I sip my coffee slowly, watching her frown deepen as she checks the screen. She taps, scrolls, then bolts upright. What is this? She snaps, flashing her screen at me. I got an email from a property company. What's going on? I set my mug down carefully, not a ripple on my face. That's your lease agreement. Her jaw drops. Lease? Are you joking? I nod, voice steady. Lease agreement. You said you wouldn't pay, so I made it official. That's from the company I hired to handle your lease. She scrolls faster, eyes darting, scanning the fine print. It says I owe rent today? I nod slowly, leaning back into the chair. Exactly. I thought it was time we made things official. She laughs once, sharp, almost bitter. You've lost your mind. I lift an eyebrow, cool as ice. No, Amanda. I'm tired of being the one everyone leans on and takes for granted. Her laugh dies. I see her confidence waver. She's scrambling. She changes gears, lowers her voice, hand to chest like I've broken her heart. Liv, really? You're my sister. Isn't that what family's for? I don't flinch. We are, and I did. 3 years of help, no strings, no rent, no bills. She swallows, eyes flickering like she's searching for an excuse. But I didn't see this coming. You didn't warn me. I give a short, dry laugh. You had 30 days, Amanda. That's generous by any standard. Her face tightens, fury flashing back into her eyes. I can't afford it right now, okay? I tilt my head slightly, letting her twist in her own lie. Funny, because just last week I overheard you bragging about VIP tickets for that festival. Her jaw clicks shut, color draining from her cheeks. Gotcha. I shift forward just a bit. You can afford it. You just don't want to pay me, she stammers. That's not what... I lift a hand, silencing her mid-lie. Here's the deal, Amanda. You've got 2 clear choices. Sign the lease and pay rent like a grown-up, or pack up and leave. That's it. Her jaw locks, fury simmering. But she knows I'm not bluffing. And if I say no to both? She snaps, trying me. I smile, steady as stone. Then you'll receive a 14-day notice to vacate, as outlined in the lease. If you still don't leave, I'll proceed with formal eviction. Her eyes flare. Evict me? She barks like I just betrayed her. You'd seriously do that to your own sister? Yes, I answer plainly. Because you made this choice. She shoots up, pacing like a caged animal. I can't believe this is happening. I sip my coffee, voice light. Oh, it's real. And if rent's not in by midnight, the notice goes out first thing David Oro. She's cornered. And she knows it. Amanda disappears. 1 night, then 2, then 3. Classic Amanda. Vanish. Wait. Hope I'll fix it all like always. I saw it coming. Responsibility's never been her thing. She's always counted on me to mop up. I'm done being her fallback plan. I'm the landlord now. And this time, I hold the keys. 3 days pass. Near midnight, the front door creaks open. I'm on the couch, laptop open, not really working, just waiting. She walks in, kicks her heels off into the wall, hair tangled, eyes tired. Her eyes meet mine, rage burning under layers of fatigue. Her purse hits the counter with a sharp thud. We need to talk, she says, clipped and cold. I shut my laptop, Lean back, unbothered. Go ahead. She crosses her arms and glares at me. You actually filed eviction papers? I nod slowly, steady. I did. She laughs bitterly, head shaking. You're really kicking me out, huh? I raise an eyebrow, locking eyes. No, Amanda, you had choices. You just didn't want to take them. She steps in, anger bubbling over. I was gone a few days and you didn't even wait to talk? I tilt my head, unshaken. Strange, because I recall you walking out mid-sentence. Her hands ball into tight fists. You don't understand. I was trying to get my life together. Oh, you mean figuring out how to freeload a little longer? I say, eyebrow raised. She turns red, mouth opening, but no words come. She knows she's been cornered. Then she shifts tactics, voice softer, eyes hinting at fear. Okay, look, I screwed up. I didn't mean what I said. I was just blowing off steam. I stay silent, expression cold. No, Amanda, you meant every word. She stammers, voice uncertain. No, I didn't. You called me stupid, Amanda, I interrupt, crisp and controlled. You laughed about how dumb I was, how I'd never kick you out. You thought it was funny. She averts her eyes, throat working. I saw the video, Amanda, heard every word. Uncle David did too. Her head jerks up, panic flashing in her eyes. You told him? I give a dry, bitter chuckle. He's the one who sent it. Her jaw drops, but no words form. She's cornered, stripped down. No more stories to spin. She exhales hard, pacing like she can outrun the truth. Fine, I messed up, okay? I say nothing, just watch her fall apart. She stops pacing, stares at me, panic rising in her eyes. Liv, I don't have anywhere else to go. I stay firm. I've bailed her out more times than I can count. I open a tab on my laptop and scroll. Actually, I say calmly, that's not exactly true. She squints. What do you mean? I went ahead and checked out a few affordable apartments in the area. I explain. 3 solid options within 10 miles, all within your salary range. One landlord even agreed to waive the deposit if you apply this week. Her face hardens, frustration rising again. Wow, you actually planned all of this? I shrug lightly. Why not? You've got a steady paycheck, right? She scoffs, disbelief written all over her face. You're loving this, aren't you? I look her in the eye, calm. No, but I'm finally done letting you take advantage of me. She storms off, door slamming like punctuation. She's out of cards, and we both know it. The next day, Amanda's silent. No eye rolls, no snide remarks, just quiet packing. I see her moving quietly, packing bags, folding clothes, but she avoids my eyes. That's okay. She spent years walking over me, like my kindness was hers by default. Now she's facing reality, and it's finally settling in. That night, I find her slumped in the living room, next to an open suitcase, staring into space. She looks small, not the cocky girl from the video, just tired. I pause, then sit down across from her. The silence between us is thick. Amanda, I say softly. She lifts her head slowly. Yeah? I look at her, slumped shoulders, dark circles, regret etched across her face. I don't hate you, Amanda. She snorts. Yeah? Could have fooled me. I sigh and rest my elbows on my knees. I just wish it hadn't come to this. She lowers her eyes, staring at her fingers. Yeah, she says softly. Me too. After a beat, I add, you know this wasn't about punishment, right? Her jaw clenches. Sure doesn't feel that way. I nod, letting the sting hang there. Maybe, but ask yourself, Amanda. If I hadn't drawn the line now, would you have ever left? Tell me, would you have ever walked away on your own? She opens her mouth, but nothing comes out. She doesn't need to answer. I already know. She got used to comfort, to my kindness being endless. If Uncle David hadn't sent that clip, I'd still be playing her fool. She sighs, pinching the bridge of her nose. I don't know, all right? I just... She stops, shoulders sinking. You're not helpless, Amanda, I say evenly. You've always had the tools. You could have done this on your own. Why didn't you? She swallows hard, avoiding my eyes. Because you never made me leave, she whispers. You made it too easy. I lean back slowly. Exactly. That's why it had to end. She looks at me, then chuckles softly. Can't really call you the pushover anymore, huh? I smile, something genuine slipping in. Not anymore. For once, it's just us. No games, no guilt, no masks, just truth. It's not closure, but it's honest. By morning, she's gone. No scene, just a closed door, an empty room, and a message. An hour later. Take care, Liv. I stare at the screen, then close it. I'm not bitter, not triumphant, just done. The house feels different, like it finally belongs to me again. She's out there now, and maybe this is what should have happened years ago. A week passes, and the silence stays. No more slammed doors, no vanishing oat milk, no sister claiming my couch. It's just me now. And the quiet feels like a long-forgotten friend. I walk through the house, each step lighter than the last. I let her crowd my space, steal my peace, and I thought that was love. But now, it's mine again. A knock breaks the stillness. I open it. Uncle David stands there, smiling like he already knows the answer. So, he says casually, how's the quiet treating you? I nod, like exhaling after years of holding my breath. He laughs, walking in. That's the look of freedom. He surveys the room. Feels lighter in here, like it breathed out. I chuckle, arms crossed. It's finally mine. He looks at me gently. Wasn't easy, I know, but it was necessary. I sigh. Why doesn't it feel like a win, though? He shrugs, voice low. Because it still hurts to lose someone you love, even if they were never really with you. I nod slowly. Yeah, she was still family. He walks over and gently places a hand on my shoulder. But loving someone doesn't mean you let them break you. And it sure as hell doesn't mean you let them take advantage of you forever. I glance down, then meet his eyes again, words settling in. You think she'll be all right out there? He exhales, quiet. She'll have to be. That's not your job anymore. For once, she's got to figure it out herself. She'll learn or she won't. But it's not mine to fix. I gave her a dozen chances. She made her call. That night, I curl up on the couch with a glass of wine and a quiet I'd forgotten I missed. The silence feels strange, but it feels right. I kept giving until I had nothing left, and she kept taking. But now, I've reclaimed myself. I sip slowly, lips curling into a smile I haven't worn in a long time. She mocked me like I was the joke, bragged to others how easy I was to fool. She thought I'd never grow a spine, thought kindness meant weakness. But now, she's learning what boundaries look like. I'm not the same girl who kept the peace by keeping quiet. The wine is warm, steady. The house breathes with me now. Freedom has weight, and it fits, quiet and strong. I claim this, my space, my rules, my calm. She's out there now, facing herself, and I'm here, done apologizing for growing up.